Okay, prime number 2. Here we go. It's Jack Borwick to break. Black ball victory in the opening prime for Prim Ratmukta. And Jack has left the red out in the open here, and it is highly tempting. Some of the pots he played to win that on the colours Prim, they were excellent. He really seems to have his eye in now, and it's a very good opening pot. He's got one red there to work with at the moment. He's got to get down the other side of the table. Don't know if it goes from this side, but certainly does from the other. This could be absolutely perfect. What a shot. In the quarterfinals of the WSF Women's Championship here in Sofia, first person to lead on table 8 is Panchaya Chanoy, one up against Anna Provincia. So all the other 4 matches, Onyi Ing and Mink Nucharat, 0-0, Bayalu and Suerta 0-0, Manyan So and Pampapul both 0-0. So I'm just wiping his feet on the way in there. I'm going to try and get you some scorelines from the other last 32 matches in this session. Well, it's tremendous cue power to come back that far. But has he covered himself with that loose red by the centre pocket? I think he has. Decisions. Maybe you can see it. I can't see from this angle, but just plays up the table. Obviously couldn't get through. So an early visit, just about points gained, and could have been so much more. Skripal is from Romania, one up on Rizzo from Malta. All these matches, best of 7s, a bit of luck for Jack Borwick there, he'll take that. Nizalek is one up on Jaksowski, he's one up on that game, best of 7 all these games, as I said. Nico Leclerc, one up on Shenzhen. That's table 9. Michael Larkov, one up on Nerezian on table 10. Oh, very early stages of this last 32 knockout section. Ian Iqbal from Scotland, one up on England's Harry Wyatt. Yuhang Wang is one up on Yashai Palmer at the moment. Yashnai Palmer. Great shot from Jack Borwick, gets himself nicely on the black. Kailong Pang is one up on Wallace Wong, and Christian Richter one up on Matatovic at the moment. So early scores, long way to go. Good crowds in this evening for these knockout matches. We have 32 very talented players, and the one theme that's been going around for the last few days in this tournament is it's absolutely impossible to pick a winner. And the simple reason for that is the standard is so high this year. In recent years, you could maybe pick out 3 or 4 players you fancied that could go all the way. You could pick out 15 here. Standard is that high. This is good, clever snooker from Jack. He's having to be very, what's the word I'll use? Tiddly around the balls, not over hitting anything. So just giving that plenty of force to get through for that red on the left hand side of the table. This is very missable. This is not easy, especially under these circumstances and in these conditions, which are testing. Well, he's looking at a possible plant here as well. Didn't spot that. Excellent shot. He'll just go to right side of the blue as well. So he's got options here after spreading the balls with that. Very good plant. Moving along nicely in this frame is Jack Borwick. Bryn got in first, but just broke down on 12 points. Jack Borwick. Well, that's disappointing for the young Scots player. I don't know if that pocket is open or closed with that blue. But Bryn has the red on the right, I think will go. Just to the 2 balls to the right, the pink. That will go to the bottom right hand corner. He's got the black available then. Blue is very popular too, but he wants to screw back. Just use the cushion to bring it back across and clear up that pocket. He's happy to take on the black. I think he might have the option of the blue as well. It's a luxury at this stage because the reds are nicely spread. And he just looked to clear up this pocket, give himself a clear avenue into both corner pockets, and then he can open up the whole bottom of the end of the table. Happy at the moment to take blacks. But at some stage that blue is going to interfere. This is where the blue comes in very handy. We can't get the follow through for the black. You can just get a little bit of reverse on the white, and I don't think he's even looked at the blue. I think he's just got his mind set on that black. There we go. Makes sense to get rid of it because it is going to cause a problem with these last 5 balls. He's now looking at the black as well and feels that it's not an issue. And it may well not be. If he can just keep this positional play good. He's going to screw back here. We'll just a bit of stun run through and holds for that red at the bottom of those 3 balls. He's got the middle red as well, I think, so indeed the middle red will go. clears the pocket up and makes life an awful lot easier for Pren. Got an 11-point lead now. 59 points available on the table. That's really good cue ball control. What an opportunity to go 2-0 up. Points in front, 43 points available. Lovely little nudge onto the pink. Didn't get it as far as he wanted to the center of the table. Tricky shot with the rest here. Pocket looks a little bit closed. He's playing into a blind pocket in a way, so he's got to be very, very careful here. Excellent shot. Cue ball is traveling, but it'll be okay. I know a snooker required for Jack Borwick, but I don't think that's going to be an issue because I cannot see Prin missing a single ball. Very impressive stuff from Prin Ratmukta. Very impressive snooker. Got the pace of the table perfect now. It's going to be a 2-frame lead. And this frame hasn't taken too long at all. It's been taken apart by this player with all his talent from Thailand. Excellent snooker from Prin Ratmukta. He is absolutely flying on that frame and had to work hard to get the first frame, but he made that look very easy. He leads by 2 frames to 0. Couldn't be but impressed after that second frame performance from Thailand's Prin Ratmukta. Excellent clearing break. Leads by 2 frames and then breaks off here in the 3rd frame. Best of 7. And in both the opening frames, Jack has got off to a great start, but Prin has shown his patience, quite capable. Again, the ball's well spread open. Not doubt, but both players like to get in amongst the balls and make breaks. And Jack has left a red to the left corner pocket here. The pink and the black at the moment really tied up. It's only the 3rd shot of the frame. And there's a lot of legs on that, as they say, and an early opportunity for Jack, just like in the opening 2 frames. Hasn't got a whole lot to work with though. The pink may go to the bottom left corner pocket. He's ignoring the red to the centre. He feels it will go into the right centre pocket, the pink, if he can get this. It's a bit awkward. He's finished a bit close to that red, but if he thinks it will go, he's going to have to be positive and attempt this. If he's looking up the table, there isn't a great angle to get anywhere near the brown or the blue. The green is an option. Oh, that was a typical shot, well executed. Okay, the pink's on the black spot now. It's a very tight cut into the middle pocket, extremely difficult. And when you're playing a tight cut like that, control on the cue ball is very, very difficult as well. He's got the option of the red to the right corner pocket. He's got the reds into the bottom left, in particular the one nearest the pocket. But the trouble with the red nearest the pocket, if he doesn't catch it correctly, he'll catch the other red. So he's gone for the straighter shot. He plays a safety, he clips up off the red. It was a clever shot. It's a bit unlucky there because that was a very tricky pink he potted. It wasn't easy. Difficult shot. He didn't get anything out of it really. He's played a good safety shot. Oh, that's a mistake. I'm not sure if he's got away with that or not. That left corner pocket looks very inviting. So it looks as if he has got away with a lot there. That red up the table doesn't make life any easier for Jack. So deciding to come off the cushion to get that red back down the table. It's a very good shot. So many matches going around the arena at the moment, important games, every single one of them. Christian Richter's 1 up. Yuhang Wang is 2 up, as is Ian Iqbal, 2-0 up as well. Having a great tournament, the young Scot. Cao Long Pang still just 1 up. George Petrenko is now 1 up as well. As we said, Nico Leclerc 1 up, the Hungarian. Another bit of brilliance from this young Thai player, Prin Ratmukta. Michael Arkov now 2 up, Ukrainian star. Xavier Rizzo from Malta has pulled a frame back. It's 1-1 in that game against Skripal. And Noziak has pulled a frame back. 1-1 in his match on table 5. Zakhareski is the opponent there. So, early days. And we have another lot of top, our last 32 matches after this, directly after this. So, we'll be staying here on table 1 in the Marinella Hotel here in Sofia, in Bulgaria. Just to let you know, our next match coming up will be William Hurley of England against China's Wang Zingbo. That will be the next game with commentary here at the WSF Championships 2026. Slightly overran that, or maybe underhit it. Whatever way you look at it, he doesn't want to be having anything to do with that red. It's a very difficult situation at the moment. Nothing easy about this break. It's going to take an absolute fortune of concentration. It's another good shot. I would imagine he will try and stay from the red on this shot, stay away from the red that he was very close on the last shot, because they're the little things that get into your head. Well, Prin looks so comfortable when he gets into his rhythm, and he's just gone to 24 points. He leads by 2 frames to 0. He's got the control of the table at the moment. There's nothing Jack can do, just sit and watch. Still five or six balls in very potable positions. Not rushing, Prin. Realizes that this is an opportunity. Difficult break, having the pink all the time on the black spot, but he's executing these shots beautifully. Maybe he sees a plant here. Well, that would open up all kinds of possibilities if it does indeed go. So the Pew looks at it now. He's got the red just to the right of that possible plant. He's really having a good look at this because that would free up the pink spot. Excellent shot. Now he's got a chance to free up the black. The only problem with that is he's got to hit this with a little bit more pace than he probably wants to. Fantastic snooker from Ratmukta from Thailand. This is top class. It really is. Now 45 points. This frame is slipping away from Jack, and there's nothing he can do about it because the man at the table at the moment is just cueing beautifully. You'll have the pink to the bottom left. You can use the two reds just above the pink there to act as a stopper for him to keep him in amongst the balls and have a red into the same pocket. Oh, did not expect that to happen. That was very unexpected. Touching ball for Jack Borwick. I don't think Jack Borwick expected to get back to the table, but he's here now. What can he do about it? When you've been sitting down for a while, it's not always easy to get straight back into your rhythm, but no problems with the opening red. 38-point deficit at the moment. Be 32 after this. Doesn't want the kiss, he gets the kiss. That's the last thing he wanted. He looks at the heavens and behind the blue and the brown is the target area. Hasn't got it, but has played a very good safety shot. Well, here's a shot to nothing for you. The black could be the issue. Well wide of the black, another great pot. And looking at the reds and the way they're spread, Prim, if he can get this yellow in with a small bit of pace, it will be position A. Excellent shot. Pleasure to watch this. Very talented young man from the Catania club in Thailand. Still competing in the IEAT Thailand Ranking Championship qualifications at the moment. There's absolutely no doubt this talented Thai player has a future in this game. He's just 16 years of age. So time is still on his side, very much on his side. "42 points in front, 51 points available. Not looking good with the black tied up, and he won't be touching that black, I can guarantee you that. Very focused young man. Difficult shot with the pink here. He's not happy about that. There's 43 points available after this colour. So this is frame ball, you'd feel. Okay. So Jack Borwick quite simply needs 2 reds, 2 blacks and all the colours to draw. The black's no gimme either, I can tell you. He's going to try it though. He needs to kind of nearly get flush with this. Doesn't have to hit this with a great amount of force, but it has to be accurate. Works it into the pocket. Well, these are testing moments for Jack Borwick. Does well again. Nice angle on the black ball here. It needs this black and all the colours to force a respotted black. Oh, force that really hard. Probably a bit straight. Needed that black. No needs 2 snookers. There was a chance there. A real chance for Jack Borwick. In hindsight, maybe just make sure of your black ball. Work on the position afterwards. This could be a snooker. It's a bit of real luck for Ratmukta. Jack misses this yellow. I feel that he may just concede the frame. That's a good shot. Gets the contact. He slotted a few of these home quite easily. He's done it again. Don't think Jack will get out of his chair. Well, he will. He'll continue. He's entitled to do that. Three snookers is a big ask. The blue and the brown are not in the greatest positions. I think what Prin has to do here is he has to play calmly. Can't keep hitting the ball so hard around the table. He's just got to take his time, be patient. The frame is in his hands well and truly. That's a much better shot. Looks to drain this into the bottom pocket. And that was a played shot, no hand in the air from Prin on that occasion. So the young thigh 16-year-old Prin Ratmukta has gone into a flashing 3-frame-to-0 lead. We've just had 58 minutes of this last 32 match, and Prin is on fire. Jack hasn't done a whole lot wrong, to be fair. He hasn't. He's played solid enough, but he's a very talented young player here. You can't give him anything. He's so good at his long pots as well. it goes into the middle pocket. Doesn't matter, it means nothing. It's the frame. It's conceded, or it's won, I should say, by Ratmukta. He leads by 3 frames to nil here at the World Snooker Federation 2026 Junior Championships. 1 frame from victory. Jack Borwick's going to win all 4. It's 3-0 as we move into frame number 4. Ratmukta in complete control here on table 1. Jack Borwick now getting us underway with the sport frame. He's got to win all remaining frames if he's going to progress to the last 16. It's a bit of a mountain for him to climb, but he's a gritty young player. He's come back from these situations before, but when you're up against a talent like this, you really need to be near boats in terms of frames, and at this moment in time it's all about Ratmukta. The Thai player is really firing on all cylinders. It really is. Anna Ratmukta has pulled a frame back in her quarterfinal game against Shanghai. On Ying leads Mink Nucharat by 1 frame to nil. That looks like it may be going to 2-0 for On Ying. Baye Lu still 1 up on Saruta. Well, that is not going in the pocket. Well, it seemed to fall back, but never felt it was going to go in. Manyan Sao trails Fine full by Ephraim to nil in those quarter-final matches in the WSF Women's Championship here in Bulgaria. Speaking to a lot of players, table is a fantastic, venue is amazing, and you've got to give credit to Oleg Velinov because he is the man that has organised this here. He's organised many fantastic snooker nights down through the years. To organise a World Snooker event for the World Snooker Federation, well, that's different gravy, and he's done a fantastic job. Him and his team deserve an awful lot of credit, as does the hotel. Fantastic facilities, beautiful place. The support of the Department of Sport, the Bulgarian government as well, appreciated. All these events take so much work. It doesn't just happen overnight. There's months of planning, so congratulations to everyone involved. And we see a lot of these junior players that will actually have qualified for the European Championships in Spain next March, start of March, so an opportunity to see them not only on the World Snooker Federation Championship but in the European Championships as well. So getting a real appetizer here for that with some of these young players. He's at it again, his sprint. He's got in. Really looks like missing. He gets into a rhythm. He just starts developing balls and creating fantastic pots. Again, just releases one or two reds, has the nice angle on the black. So many choices. He can go to the red below the blue, or he can go back into the same pocket as he just bought the black with the reds, two reds together there. So he's deciding to use this red. Comes to the near side here, manages to keep far enough away from the cushion. Got the slightest of angles, not much here. He's going to have to do a bit of work, but he cannot force the black. Nice little nudge on the red. He probably wouldn't have wanted it, but that was as clean as a whistle. You could just hear the sound on that shot. Still plenty reds to work with. Misses that by quite a margin, and there's a chance for Jack here. Jack has got to start taking these chances and putting himself in a strong position. He's got three reds loose, one on the cushion, and 7 bunched together. So let's see if he can just get going here in this. He's got him 1 or 2 times in these rounds, but he hasn't scored heavily, and that would be disappointing for him. Pink obviously pots to the bottom left. Is this the start of the Scottish fight back? Well, I'm not sure if the pink spots it will go in behind the pack if that's the case. That's not ideal. Well, Seamus Gallagher, our referee here from Northern Ireland, Very experienced referee. Well, he'll have one more look down the line if he's happy with this. Looks pretty good to me. You've been refereeing at snooker matches for over 25 years. You know what you're doing. Dead weight on this. Beautiful shot. Absolutely beautiful. Seamus may have to do a bit of realignment again very soon. That could be end of break. Seamus Gallagher again having to put that pink behind the pack. Bai Lu certainly looks like she'll be winning her second frame. She leads by 62 points to 1 at the moment in the best of 5 format. When you're I suppose when you have to win 4 frames and you're 3 frames to 0 down, you've nothing to lose really.
14th.
That may just put that into the mind of Jack here. Very unlucky. Very, very unlucky. So another time that Jack Borwick gets left in, another time he doesn't score heavily. That wasn't an easy setup with the pink at the back of the pack, but a millimetre either way and that was gone in the pocket, so very unlucky for the Scotsman there. Very close to getting that double. And he had the ideal position if he did, because the angle was to go from the black straight into the pink and up with those reds. Has Jack found something here? No, he's just tucking in. So, touching ball. That makes life a little bit easier, to say the least. Very precise. The likelihood is Jack will come across the table and try and put it back where he had it. It's always a risk here, though. Good shot. It's typically when all the reds start rolling up to the balk area, it's going to get scrappier and scrappier. Jack has a red to the top right. It's extremely difficult. With just a little bit of screw back, if he gets it, he will be on the black or pink, depending on the cue ball. Great shot. The Scottish rocket straight into that pocket. Beautiful shot. And Jack gets another chance. Yeah, he's got a nice couple of reds there to work with. I tell you, on table 3, Skripal and Rizzo are 2 frames apiece. Looks like a pretty good game, that one. Young Malta, young Maltese player. George Protenko is 1 frame up on Riley Powell. They're in the second frame. Just 4 points ahead is the Ukrainian. Yeah, there was something not right about that shot. It was a kind of all or nothing kind of an effort. Still 6 reds on the table. You have to think about that. If Prinn puts this in the pocket, this could be an opportunity to win the match. Well, he's just overrun it, but he's got the blue as a rescue. He could still play the black. He'd be quite comfortable with that black. Ian Akbal was leading 2-0. Now Harry Wyatt has pulled the frame back in that game on table 11. Yuhang Wang, well, he's gone 3 frames up now, and he leads in the 4th frame by 18 points to 1. Wallace Wong has come back and taken the lead. It's 2 frames to 1 ahead of Ka Long Pang. Moving. He doesn't want it to go too far down. Well, that's worked out really well. And on table 14, Christian Richter from Germany, 3 up at the moment. And they're just about to get underway with the 4th frame on that match. We're in the 4th frame on this match. And all of a sudden, Prinn Ratmukta is in with a real chance. 3 difficult reds at the top of the table. He's left that a bit short, a bit unusual. We've seen that he can pop balls. He's pretty good with the rest as well, this Thai player. Holds beautifully. So here we go. This is where it gets interesting. Getting up there is not that difficult, but getting into a position where he can maybe pop that red to the right corner pocket, that's where the challenge is. Well, some players may attempt a snooker here and say, okay, that's not the mindset of this Thai player who wants to go ahead and make sure he wins this match. Watching the white ball, that should be okay. Bit of distance here. But the points are building up all the time for Prinn Ratmukta. So the red ball up the cushion by an inch or 2 makes the shot attempt a little bit easier. And he's really digging down into the white here. Excellent shot again, all the way back down looking for a high value ball. Now he's gone a bit far this time. Maybe he may consider a snooker now. Wouldn't surprise me if he tried to cut the pink into the right pocket, right corner pocket. And the obvious choice is to nestle up behind the black off the pink if we can, or just stick those two balls together a bit. I'm just looking at the angles of escape now, and making sure that Jack doesn't get an easy option, so he has put the balls closer together. So Jack Borwick has got to make contact. It's pretty straightforward. Can't afford to give any more points away. 18 behind at the moment. Doesn't hit that the hardest. Beautiful, but he has left the red into the top left corner pocket. Pryn doesn't have to force this. I don't think he can really. Just needs to come back down the table as far as he can towards that brown. There'll be a bit of stun on it, but he's got to be careful here. Does well. These reds are not easy, and his concentration levels are absolutely fantastic. Again, judged to perfection. The green ball to the yellow, and the writing is on the wall, I think, here. It's going to be a place in the last 16 for Pryn Ratmukta. He will play the winner of Xavier Rizzo or Skripal, that are currently 2 frames apiece at the moment. Tricky green, tricky yellow, I should say, but he doesn't falter. It's been so impressive. It's going to take something of a miracle not to see this young Thai player into the last 16, but Jack Borwick will try again. Needs a snooker. The pink and the black are semi-tied up. I can see what he's thinking here. If he can get down behind that pink, he hasn't done a great job on the brown. He'll have a chance to get that snooker. But he hasn't done himself any favours here. This is tricky, this brown. Very missable. Well, where's the white going to end up here? Well, he's below. He's going to have to work this one. He gets the snooker with the pink. He's got to get this blue first, but if he gets that snooker, he's right back in this match. He doesn't want to touch the black, and he hasn't. This is an excellent shot. He's got enough on it. Oh, it's so tricky. I thought as it came down the base, it was going to be perfect. That is so unlucky. You can see in Jack's face, he's disgusted with that because he's done so well there. But the obvious snooker is no longer obvious. And he hits it up the table, can do nothing else. Still is required as a snooker. And I'm sure that pin Ratmukta was breathing a sigh of relief when he saw that cue ball slow down. Very unlucky for Jack Borwick. Almost perfect. Another inch or two and he was going to lay a really difficult snooker. The white ball has come down. This looks, oh, so unlucky again. Such a great attempt as he risked both balls into two different pockets to make that angle. This could be potted. Oh no, it's going to get even more difficult. Look where the black is going. He's definitely had a slice of luck there. But to be fair, in this championship, last 32 game, he's really played well, the Thai player. Jack Borwick is clinging on to his championship hopes here. And it's a very difficult position for him to get a snooker on. He's got to hit, maybe forget about attempting the snooker on this occasion and just play for safety back up the table. Well, Bryn won't be doing anything extravagant with this. Risky shot, because if you don't catch it correct, that middle pocket will welcome your ball every single time. No necessity whatsoever to take any risks with that type of shot. Good weight on the pink. Good safety shot from Jack Borwick. Well, that's a bit more sensible than flying balls around the table, because there's no doubt the more you do that, definitely there's going to be a chance you go in off. It really doesn't have to rush here. If it's only a 40% chance of the pot, you really need to ignore it at this stage. The match is in your hands. It's another good shot to the ball cushion from Jack. I mean, the thought of actually trying to cut this in is very, very risky. So Jack Borwick needs something extra special here. He needs to stay in this championship. So unlucky with a couple of shots. Almost impossible where the black is. So difficult. And this could be the last shot of this match. Doesn't need to drill it home, just needs to play it nice and comfortable. Careful, it's going close to the black. Well, I tell you something. That's the last place he wanted the pink to be. Can Jack stop on the white here and get that pink around the table? That was careless. Played a few careless shots in this. Towards the end of this match has Bryn. He could be, I think there's a little bit too much pace on that. It's a great effort from Jack, but the last place he wants the cue ball or the pink to be is anywhere near that black. He just really has to gently put it to the pocket. It's not really rocket science. Again, the shot here is just to leave the pink come back down the table. Do not attempt to cut it. I really don't understand why Pryn is doing that. He's had an opportunity himself to lay a snooker and he decided not to do that. Jack Borwick on the verge of being eliminated from this championship. And I really feel for him. He's so unlucky in this frame. On this I would expect Pryn to pot. It's almost straight. There's no risk with the cue ball. It should slam it home. It should be 4-0. And it is. Excellent performance from Pryn Ratmukta. He wins this match by 4 frames to 0. The scoreline doesn't tell the story of the match. Jack Borwick had his chances. Some very bad luck in that last frame there. Some really tough shots. But overall, I think Pryn was far and above the more impressive player, and he's impressed everybody here in Sofia this week. And he moves into the last 16. He wins this last 32 games against Jack Borwick by 4 frames to 0. We'll be back a little later on. We've got at 8 o'clock, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we have William Hurley against Wang Zingbo. That should be good. Looking forward to that one. Another best of 7 last 32 game. But congratulations to Thailand and to Pryn Ratmukta. He wins by 4 frames to 0 and moves into the last 16. Talk to you at 8 o'clock. Hello again, back we go with another last 32 match. This time it's going to be a game between William Hurley of England and Zingbo of China. Looking forward to this game. Well, the last match we had between Jack Borwick and the eventual winner, Prince Ratmukta. Well, that was a display of some snooker from the Thai player. I wonder what we're going to get here. Have one or two results coming through, so I'll have them for you as well. Again, your referee, I'm just looking to see has there been a change in referee impact. There may have been. So we're ready to get underway with this last 32 match. So Egidus Dudenas from Lithuania is now the man in charge of this game. William Hurley from England gets underway, and not a great break. That happens every now and again. See what Zingbo can do in this situation. In the Women's Championship, the WSF Women's Championship, last year's winner, the defending champion Mink Nucharat, has been knocked out. She's been defeated by On Ying by 3 frames to 0 in that quarter-final game. And that's a pretty impressive opening pot, isn't it, from Zingbo. Bayulu, 3-0 winner against Alexandra Saruta. So On Ying and Bayulu into the semi-finals of the 2026 WSF Women's Championship. As we saw earlier, Prin Ratmukta, 4-0 winner against Jack Borwick. Also 4-0 winner was Michael Larkov against Nerzizian. He won that by 4 frames to 0. He's into the last 16. And Michael Larkov, a regular in the knockout stages, he really is. Yu Hang Wang, a 4-1 winner over Yashnai Palmer, and Wallace Wong, and that all Hong Kong last 32 game, a 4-1 winner over Ka Long Pang. Well, this is impressive. A poor break off, and straight away Zingbo is in, making the most out of this early opportunity in this opening frame. Best of 7, of course, first to 4. A lot of people talking about Zingbo in this tournament. A lot of people fancy his chances. Got to be honest, I haven't seen much of him in the last couple of days, but the word coming back is that he's a very talented player. immediately starting to rack up the points. Looking at a difficult shot on the red after this blue. It's the wrong side of the blue, doesn't have a whole lot of options. Could take the risk of running in and out of balk, but I don't think that's what he intends. So the break moves on to 29. First real top shot of this visit. Beautifully dispatched.
30.
A bit low on the red. It's going to take a gentle touch, or if he's feeling up to it, he may just bring this to the top right corner pocket. He's going to play a gentle shot here and try and hold for the other side of the blue. He's missed it. So an opportunity for William Hurley.
Zingbo, 47.
He must have been feeling terrible after that break-off shot to be punished with 37 points. So let's remember, he's only had one shot in the break-off so far, so he's got to get the feel of this table pretty quickly. That's a very good red.
1.
15 years of age, William. Steady player, very steady. I'm quite happy to stay up there amongst the blue at the moment. Nothing in his way up there, but he's at some stage got to try and get into these reds. Yeah, it was a difficult shot. Obviously the red that he pushed out to the right here wasn't going. So end of break, safety shot coming up, looking to get up behind the green, but he's going to hit the green in the face and that doesn't help.
Hurley, 12.
Pace on the cue ball. Got a quarterfinal result from the WSF Women's Championship quarterfinals. Panchaya Chanoy, a 3-1 winner over the European champion Anna Snooker. So just one quarterfinal game remains at the moment in the women's quarterfinals. One match left. That is the game between Man Yan Sao and Bumper Fuel. And at the moment, it's the Thai lady that leads by 2 frames to 1. He's considered going for the black after this red, and it's not easy. But he's done it, or has he? It looks like it's very tight into that corner pocket. So we're just slowing down a bit at the moment. Not able to pot that.
Green ball.
So green ball called. It's a tight one. Very well played. That was not easy.
Function ball. 1.
And the early advantage definitely with Wang Zingbo here. Still a lot of balls on the table. 7 reds remain, but they're going to be opened up here a little. So this has to be good to get back into the balk area. And that's a little short. Well, the blue could be an option, but it's not going to get down that far. It's
1.
a decent pot, but is green the only real opportunity of an angle here? He's got to really work the yellow if he plays it. That's what he's going to do. Well, gets the pot, but doesn't get the escape from the balk area. And now he's got a little bit of problem with traffic on the right hand side of this table. The blue, the brown and that red could come into play should he decide to try and come down off those 2 reds together in that cluster. This could be disastrous if it goes wrong. Well, catches the blue. Opportunity now for William Hurley, this young English player. big pot in this first frame coming up, if he can get it. A big moment for this young lad. Well, didn't get the pot. Has he got the fluke? No. I'm just wondering, does that red pot? If it does, that is very unlucky. And straight away, Wang is looking around the table. Almost 20 past 8 at night here in Sofia. Play has been going on all day long and will continue tomorrow. We'll have semi-finals in the WSF Women's Championship. We'll have last 16 matches and quarter-final games in the WSF Junior Championship. And the main event of the weekend will begin, I believe, at the weekend and will run through till the 1st of February. Huge entry, huge talent, some great snooker to come. Great snooker here in the junior event too. These are the stars of the future. Obviously not potting. So William Hurley got away with that a bit by missing that pot. Just red loops around and offers an opportunity to Wang Zingbo. I would be surprised if he doesn't take a go at this or have an attempt at this pot. If he can see it clearly. It is risky, but he hasn't got a lot of other options. Might be the only ball he can see. He can play safe off that. If he wants to be conservative, just catch the right hand side of the ball. He's got a natural angle back up towards the blue. Now he's deciding to go to the other ball. Needs to get this right. Well, it's great that a 15-year-old could figure that out so well. Look at the cue ball. Black is now on the bottom cushion, so that is not helping anyone. Well, that's unlucky. Very unlucky. The way the balls are situated, if Wang can get the pink back on its spot, he's in position A in this frame. Well, he didn't hit that at all well.
One.
Lucky not to go in off in the bottom right hand pocket. going to play the green ball. He leads by 30 points. Possible 67 points still available. Just decides to play the safety. Never taking that on. He's covered the red down the table here on the right, I think. And there's not a whole lot of that William can see of the red down the centre, so so many things can go wrong here. He's got to be so careful to get this past everything and back to balk. Oh, it's a good shot, but he's freed the black, kind of, tucked in on the other cushion, but a lot more potable now. Now there's a straight red here, practically, into the bottom right-hand corner. The black is now come into a position where we can get the pot and get over to that side of the table. There's a real chance to get on the black here. Well, just ignoring the black. Good pot. Has he got that pink? I think he has. And that changes everything. Having a look at the black, it is very potable, but the green would be hampering him slightly. This is a shot. I see more advantage with the pink, but here we go. It's very awkward. Does well. Points more added to the scoreline in this opening frame. Last 32 WSF Junior event 2026 in Sofia, Bulgaria. Three options here, two to the middle, one to the bottom right. I might play the top red here, the one furthest up the table. Slots it in. Well, I think he can see the pink, and that's enough. This pink will bring him on to 57 points. Needs to slow down. I think that was just a bit careless there. He had a lot of room to work with. Well, Zingbo will now have to play it like getting out of a snooker. That's a good shot.
15.
45 in front. 51 points available. Another red in the colour will be enough. You would imagine see Zingbo over the line here in this opening frame. It's a good safety shot from William Hurley. Good pace on the cue ball. This is the shot to play if he can come off the ball correctly. It's a good pace on that. It's a bit lighter, is it? No, he's managed to get it just over the baulk line. Well, that'll be okay. If he hits this correctly, he won't be far away from the blue Wang. He needs to make sure that he catches it at the right pace. But at the way he's looking to play it, he might just even be looking to put it near the other two reds. No, indeed, he took the shot, but plenty side on the ball, up towards the yellow. Another excellent safety shot. The safety and the pace of the cue ball from both players has been very good. The only difference in this opening frame is that when Wang got the opportunity, he just scored heavier. Well, there's going to be movement here, that's for sure. Cue ball won't go in, it'll just go above, so I'm wondering, can Wang see that red to the corner pocket? Can he can probably see it, but can he pot it? Would he even want to attempt it? No is the answer to that question. You can see there's no way through for the pot, so safety will be the target of this shot. But he did find the pot. Absolutely did not look like it would go into the pocket for me, and it has. And that's another point of another incredible shot from this young Chinese lad, Wang Zingbo. And he's got the snooker. So he's now 46 in front. And just 43 available. The snooker required for William. And now 2 snookers required. This first frame heading towards Wang Zingbo of China. Pressure's off him now, so he can have a nice shot at this. It's going up towards the blue, but that won't matter. Too many snookers required now for William Hurley in this opening frame. It's an opening win in the opening frame for Wang Zingbo of China in this last 32 WSF Junior Championship match. Still a long, long way to go. I get the impression, though, if William doesn't start scoring soon, this could run away very quickly. I'm just getting a little bit more time on the table now to get his arm going even more. He can afford to give this a really good hit. Really put some power into this shot. It didn't go. It didn't matter. Well in front. First frame goes to China's Wang Zingbo. He leads by 1 frame to 0.
3.
So Wang Zingbo comfortably winning that opening frame, even though it took a bit of time to get it done. He never looked in danger of losing it. He leads by 1-0 and breaks up in the second frame. Gotta say that William Hurley needs to get going quick here, because this young lad, Wang Zingbo, will start piling on the points. It's a very good opener.
1.
The last place he wants now is at the baulk line. That's okay, it's drifted through. Well, quite sensibly, tucking up behind the yellow ball, because if he had attempted to brown and missed it, he was in a whole lot of trouble. Foul.
Ball. Miss. William Hurley 6.
And a lot of red stamp for there, and catching the pink. So the players are happy with that. You really just don't want to overcompensate for that and miss the bottom of the pack. It's always the danger. But no, it's plumb in the middle this time. I think he may play off the cushion. He's looking to play off the pack, which is a surprise to me. I know he wants to try and get the cue ball down to this area. A bit surprised he didn't play off the cushion back into the pack. On table 7, Riley Powell from Wales has pulled another frame back, so it's 2-2 now against George Petronko and Riley Powell. And Nico Leclerc is putting up the battle. He was 3-2 down. It's now 3-3 against Chen Jian, and that's gone to a deciding frame. Great performance by the young Hungarian Nico Leclerc. That's a great pot from William. He needs to do that. He needed to get a few good pots under his belt to set them down into this. That was an excellently judged long pot. It's hard when you have to play so many cushions to generate the pace you want to open the pack. The line was great, he just couldn't get any more out of the cue ball. I think he might be thinking of a double here. No, he's looking now to escape back up the table. And nicely places the red back into the pack again. Good cue ball as well, right on the ball cushion. It's well played by William. Very good red and a good shot. We've seen the packs open up, and this is a fantastic attempt of a snooker. The reds in this particular frame just seem to want to stay together. No, a few have moved apart, so going to come up behind the brown. Just another roll, and that would have been a very, very tough snooker. Well, he's looking at this. Let's get back up the table if we can. Well, where's that red going to stop? He's got nicely up behind the blue, but where's the red going to stop? In the pocket.
One.
So timely fluke for William. You feel he cannot miss this blue. He has to get it. He has to get himself going in this frame. It's not a really tough shot, but it's an important one. Not to be. And the bottom red nearest the cushion will cut. Extremely difficult. Not sure if there's anything else on into that pocket, but Wang has the opportunity to use the red to bring himself back up the table. He's got this opportunity here if this goes. This is going to open balls up. Great shot.
One.
Made it look so easy. That was not an easy shot. He had missed it. He had opened up the whole table. Not a very good pot. In the last quarter-final match in the WSF Women's Championship, Pompopul and Yan Sao are now tied at 2 frames apiece. It's gone to a deciding frame. Wins earlier for Bayulu, Onyin and Panchaya Chanoy. They have put their places into the WSF Women's semi-finals for 2026. He's laid the spider on the side, I think. He's just having another look. He'll want one of those reds to help him if he gets the pot. He's gone right up against the black. It's unlucky. Just look and see if they were touching. They're not. So, end of break. We would like to just barely feather the black and get it right back up to the green, the white up, all the way back up to the green ball, but that's not the easiest shot. He has no option but to play the black. Well, he has options, but it wouldn't make sense to play anything else. If we can just feather the black, he may get it back, the cue ball back up in between the red and that blue near the centre pocket. He's looking to go around the blue, and that's going to be a bit more trickier.
Blue ball.
He's playing the blue. Well, he thought that out well. Good contact, but a potting opportunity for William Hurley here. Bottom left corner pocket. The reds are looking pretty and they're sitting pretty for William if he can make this. He's missed one or two of these crucial pots. He needs to get this red. It will set them down completely and it will give him an opportunity to start compiling some points. Great shot.
One.
That's a bit more like it. So William now is in amongst the balls. He needs to score heavily. Not the best place to leave the cue ball. Just making sure of the pot. Hasn't made it easy for himself here.
7.
Just puts that bit more difficulty into the shot when you're so close to that cushion. Very well played.
8.
Made that look pretty easy, and it wasn't. It was a very good shot. I like the way he's taking his time around the table, having a good look, trying to set himself into this match.
Foul.
So, a foul. He touched the red ball, and that
William Hurley,
is...
8. 1, Zingbo, 7.
Well, that can have a terrible effect on your match because it's a foul 7. Some part of Williams' shirt or something touched the red ball on that left cushion. That's a bit careless. I get the feeling that he's going to get punished heavily for that. So they're level at 19 points apiece, but the main difference is that Zingbo is in, and when he gets into his rhythm he doesn't miss very much, and he's got a good opportunity where the balls are at the moment. It's always good to get your hand on the table. He's deciding to play with the long cue here. Sometimes that could be the best way in terms of going through the shot, which he's done beautifully. So a few nice gentle shots down this part of the table will help him build up a good lead. Got a red, with those two reds behind the pink. The red on the right will pot into the bottom left. This is a high value break at this stage of this second frame. Keeps piling on 8 points every time. It becomes more and more difficult. Just one red really stuck at the moment. Pretty straightforward follow through shot here. It just stuns it in the same pocket. Does that mean he's going to attempt to get the red nearest the cushion next? Wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. The red next to the pink does pop. He has gone for it. It's another good shot. 24 points ahead now. 59 points remain with 4 reds. Slightly low on the black. Maybe going to have to try and move something here. Maybe the red next to the pink would be the ball to go for. He plays that very well. He's been unlucky. I don't think he can see. He's been very unlucky there. It was a very, very good shot in the black.
Zingbo, 45. Hurley, 5.
So a really bad mistake there by Wong. He has to now figure out what to do in this situation. This frame can turn in just one shot, and that might just be the shot that turns it, because this is not easy. Not easy to hit a ball, let alone leave them safe. So, 2 careless fouls by both players at this stage of this frame. And they're expensive mistakes. difficulty of this shot is not just hitting the balls, but it's trying to leave them as safe as possible. It's another 6 points.
And miss.
Now William has an opportunity. That red has just
William
popped up
Hurley.
nicely to the right. This is a chance. Only one red to develop. The blue is a problem ball, but apart from that, it's an opportunity to get very close points wise going into the colours here.
1.
Nice bit of side to hold that white ball. Well, this is not a gimme, this shot. He's got to concentrate and focus on the red now. He's got to be careful going up the table.
8.
That's fine. I wonder, is he going to play the green here, or is he going to go for the pot? Looks like he's going to go for the pot. That to me made no sense. There was nothing to be gained out of the pot, but there was an opportunity of a snooker. That really wasn't a good choice of shot there from William. Even if he hadn't got the snooker, he'd be forcing Wang Zingbo to bring this red back into play. He's a long way down the table now, it's a lot easier. But again, not a good shot. And William has a look at the scoreboard. 13 points the difference. Just needs to drop this in. Good shot, very good shot.
1.
He's right in this frame now, this young English cueist. You see it so often when the chance is there, but the object ball is the most important thing. Make sure of the black. And he does. It's a good shot. Not an easy yellow, but well within his range of potting. I wonder how the white will affect the blue and the green here. That wasn't easy. He gets the pot, that's the all important thing. Is he going to try and... Oh, he's going to try and double this. Well, that's a very, very good shot. And this frame has turned big time. It's hard work from William Hurley is starting to pay off, because this is another very difficult position for Wang Zingbo. Just 3 points the difference now. Well, again, a careless attempt. Free ball, I would imagine.
Hurley 7. Free ball.
I'm surprised he's not taking the black here. I know it's not easy, but it gives an ideal position on the green. Just felt, I suppose, that he wasn't happy taking the pot on, but still another difficult shot for Wang Zingbo. don't think getting out of snookers is Wang's forte. It's not his strongest part of his game. Won't be a free ball this time, but he's missed up by quite a margin and he'll be put back again. So these are vitally important points at this stage of this second frame, and from being well behind in the frame now, William Hurley leads by 8. What a shot. Very good escape on that occasion. So switch in momentum there over the last 5 minutes or so. William leads by 8 points. Is he going to try and cut this in? I would be shocked if he does. Oh, looking to try and hold for behind the brown. Wants this ball to slow down a bit. Well, it's a shot to nothing here, really, for Wang. If he can get that cue ball back up the table near the brown, he won't leave a whole lot. It's a very difficult cut, but he'll just play it like a safety shot, and if it goes in, it's a bonus. I never even attempted it. Surprised. It's another big moment in this match. William Hurley has got an opportunity here to go 11 points clear. Misses that, but hasn't done a whole lot of damage. I don't know, you know, will this cut? I think it will, you know. He's having a look at the potting angle, but really, what a risky shot it would be. But well, I'll tell you, that hasn't worked out too bad at all, because that could have went anywhere, the cue ball. Every single point is vital at this stage of this frame. Looking at the scoreboard, Wang Zingbo is well aware of that point. He's 5 behind. The brown is an important ball here for both players. If you can get to the blue, just a point behind, it's a huge difference in the match. Not a good pot.
So,
And the ideal shot would be to bring it right down to this end of the table, dead on the cushion. I don't think he's going to play it like that. Looking to get in behind the black here. Hasn't managed the snooker, but hasn't left the blue in a bad place either. So just 1 point between these two players. This second frame has been a right battle. That is going to stick its head out for a potting opportunity here. And if he can stop the cue ball and pot this blue, he's got the pink at his mercy. Wow, what a pot that was. Lucky to roll up, but he's finished square with the pink. Anywhere else would have done, except there. No, he looks slightly below the pink, so the option is to go to the center pocket. The pink will win him this frame, but I don't think he could have ended up in a worse spot, really. This is difficult. Hits it well, nice contact, great pot, fantastic pot.
11 in the frame.
And Wang Zingbo was made to work very hard for that frame victory. It was a battle, but he shows that he has battling qualities as well. William Hurley would be disappointed. He had control of the frame and just let it slip. It's 2 frames to 0 to Wang Zingbo in this very tough last 32 match. Third frame, it's going to be William Hurley to break. Very tough second frame. No arguing with the first one. Wang Zingbo was completely in control, but I think William Hurley felt that he let that one slip away, and I'm inclined to think that myself. Much better break than his first one, that's for sure. Now, Wang Zingbo impressed me there because we all know he can pot them out of the lampshades, but he showed some battling qualities there as well, and did finish with a great blue. And the pink was excellent, such a tight cut into the center pocket. So he's got a lot of potting ability. He's got a bit of grit as well, a bit of granite underneath that potting ability, which is nice to see. So William Hurley needs to stop the rot here, really. If it goes 3-0, he'll have a mountain to climb. He played very well in that second frame. I wonder how that's affected his confidence going forward into this frame. That's got 5 stars, gold edged quality written all over it, that shot. It's got the red just above the black, to the left of the black, to aim for. That will pot. Judged perfectly. Gets right on the black here, give himself a right opportunity to go into this pack of reds. George Petrunco leads Riley Powell by 3 frames to 2. They're in the 6th frame in that last 32 game. Vladislav Gradinari looks like he's going to go 3 up. He leads by 2 frames to 0, but has quite a lead in that frame. Okay, going to see a few fireworks here, I'd imagine.
14.
This should spread the reds everywhere. He hits it at the right pace. Another great shot.
15.
And luckily enough, nudges one near the middle right pocket as well, so if he runs out of position, he's got that opportunity to go up to the blue ball. And he's got the pace of the table perfect at the moment, has Wang.
22. 23.
Joe Connolly 1 up at the moment and ahead in his 2nd frame. Bright moves on to 30 points.
31.
There's absolutely nothing William can do about this. I think the red by the centre pocket is a great option to then use the blue to disturb the other reds. He decides to go into them at that stage. I think he may have a red to the left centre. He has a red to the bottom left-hand corner as well. No hanging about with Wang Zingbo. Once he gets going, he's pretty quick. Got a little nudge there. I think that red on the pink spot, near the pink spot, will pot. Well, this is where the opportunity maybe to take the red into the centre. He doesn't need to. I think this will pot. Just digging down on the white. Brings it back for the blue. Lovely cue control. Oh, this doesn't have to be hit very hard. Just a gentle little pot into the centre pocket. It's got the brown or the yellow. Choices everywhere. 53 to break now. That's perfect.
55.
Back down to the black. Nice bounce on this.
76.
It's immaculate. All 5 of those balls will pop. The frame will be well and truly over by then.
$63.
70 points, 75 points available, 63 ahead. So this is frame ball here. Misses the black, I'm surprised. Frame ball,
Once a ball.
but leaves the black safe against the cushion. Well, 67 points available, but look where the black is.
One.
Well, I think he's in a state of shock after missing that black because he made everything else, all the other shots, look so easy. And that wasn't the most typical shot he played in that visit. That's a little high. And that is that, I would imagine. It was a bit of a mountain to climb in this frame, to be honest. Snooker's required now.
One.
Can't see William getting off his chair. Let's see if he gets a chance to get off it because this young man doesn't miss a whole lot. Another wonderful positional shot from Zingbo. And brings the red. Oh, he's unlucky not to get it
7.
a little closer to the pocket. Well, it doesn't really matter. And that will be that in this frame. It's 3 frames to 0 for Zingbo, who just looks like he's getting better by the minute. Didn't miss a whole lot in that one, and when he did, it wasn't really that crucial. He leads by 3 frames to 0.
8.
So here we go. Frame number 4. Wang Zingbo in control of this match at the moment. Well and truly in control of that frame, that's for sure. Just like frame 1. Extremely comfortable. Really made to work hard to win frame 2 by William. But overall, you got to say, you cannot make a mistake against this young lad. And that red has gone over towards the pocket again. Has he covered it? Well, he's been lucky. Maybe not lucky. That was a good shot to get the cue ball to the green. Now, though, this becomes a different type of shot altogether. The black is in a potable position. There's 3 other reds available. He's got to get into the pack here on this side. I don't know how he's going to do that. He's got to make it at least awkward. Maybe he's thinking about heading to the pocket. Oh, that's a brilliant attempt, and he releases the ball, but he's left a red on here. So that's a fantastic effort, but a little unlucky as well. So William Hurley gets the first bite of the cherry here. Well, that was a long way from going into it anywhere near the pack, that's for sure. Caught it way too heavy. Didn't get any swerve on the cue ball, so. What do you do when you're 3-0 down in a best-of-7 match? You got to go for everything, don't you? You really do. Because you've nothing to lose. It should free your hand, it should free your arm up. Unlucky, very unlucky with the cue ball.
William Hurley 8. 1 Zingbo 4.
Got to give him credit, he went for it. It was a long way away from being potted. Very unlucky with the cue ball to go into the middle pocket, but he had the guts to go for it. Good to see. Great pot. I mean, what can you do about that? What can you do about that quality? It wasn't the easiest of shots, and he's off another opportunity for William here in the remaining quarterfinal in the WSF women's event. Well, it's very tight at the moment. It's Narucha Fomifol who leads by 49 points to 34 over Hong Kong's Man Yan Sao. Good shot from William. There's 15 between them. 25 on the table. 17 now because Narucha has just potted the yellow. Again, he's just not getting the breaks here. It's very unlucky. Hit that with plenty of power and it just stuck. I'm not sure if it pots or not. Doesn't look like it does, and the other option is much more difficult, bridging over 3 reds. So that's been a real battle, that last quarter-final game between these two ladies. But the green is now gone as well. 20 the difference, 22 on the table, and the place in the semi-final almost within reaching distance for Narucha. The place in the last 16 is almost within reaching distance of Wang Zingbo, and this is extremely difficult. Missed it. Understandably, very tough shot. Extended rest there. All the way over 3 reds, and the white ball absolutely stuck to the last red. It's never going to be easy. To his credit, the white ball stopped perfectly. He's got a chance of a red into the middle left. There's less risk if he takes that shot on. Looking at this red to the top left pocket, well, that match looks almost over. Narucha finishing very, very strongly, just potted the brown. What a pot. Absolutely no doubt in his mind whatsoever that was going straight into the pocket. So Manyan Sao now needs 2 snookers in that last quarter-final game. Breaks the balls beautifully. Already qualified to the semi-finals, Bayulu, Oniying and Panchaya Shanoi, all through. And it looks very much like Narucha could be joining them. What I like about Wang is even with an elementary pot like that, he takes so much care and time over the shot. You know that when the cue is going to come through, he's completely ready to play it. Well, that's the blue as well. Way out of front now, 63 points to 34 for Narucha. Well, it did stick a bit, but there is a release ball to the middle pocket. The blue is there on its spot. Bit of awkward bridging to put one into the corner here. Well, Narucha has booked her place, that last spot in the semi-final of the WSF Women's Championship 2026. She will play in the semi-final tomorrow, a win over Man Yan Sao. This is a little short. No, in the end he does get enough through. I thought it was going to just come up a little short.
32.
So he's a 32 break, he's on 37 points. He's 3-0 up and in control of the table. You've got to pay for William. Because this player has just got better as the match goes on. Had a bit of a shaky moment in frame 2, but frame 3 was immaculate, and this is pretty much a carbon copy of that.
40. One.
Certainly looks like it's going to take a very silly error here to see Wang Zingbo miss anything, because he's taking such care with these shots. It's very, very impressive stuff. Just releases the cue when he's completely ready to play it. Wouldn't have wanted those two balls to come together like that, but came back for the spread on the cushion, makes sense.
56. 57.
He's got the red to the top right. Well in control of the frame now.
64.
Again, this is frame ball really. Still 59 points available. He leads by 53. So this red, if you can get this and somehow get on one of those colours, he'll have won his place in the last 16. Beautiful snooker.
65.
I don't know who's going to win this championship, but whoever beats Wang Zingbo is going to go a long way. He is super impressive. What a talent this young kid is. What a talent. Beautiful snooker. Booking his place into the last 16. Immaculate first frame, third and fourth frame. Was made to work hard by William in the second frame, but came out on top. This is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the players that will have to be watched very carefully in this tournament, because he keeps playing like this. I can't see who's going to beat him. We did say certain things last year about a Chinese player in Morocco. Well, they shake hands, and Wang Zingbo has set down a marker here in Sofia. Incredible performance, very impressive player. He's got everything in his locker, and he will be there or thereabouts in this tournament, I would imagine. An hour and 35 minutes, 4-0 to Wang Zingbo from China. He defeats William Hurley in this last 32 game. He'll play last 16 snooker tomorrow here in Bulgaria. Really impressive stuff, that must be said. So, final score, 4-0. It's our final match of the evening. We'll be back with more games tomorrow. Of course, we've got the ladies' semi-finals to look at. We've got the quarter-final of the junior championship, and that's all coming up tomorrow here. And of course, we have some last 16 matches to get through as well. So still plenty of snooker today. Do not go away. You won't miss it here with us on WSF. Talk to you tomorrow. From me, Derek Kiley, and from Alexander, who pushes all the buttons. We'll be back with you tomorrow. around 2 o'clock for another live commentary of snooker at this World Snooker Federation Championship 2026 in beautiful Sofia in Bulgaria. From us here on the commentary team, good night.